Alright, I am making breakfast burritos for dinner. Getting tired of the hamburgers, like really tired of it. Somebody mentioned I should eat more chicken, and you're right. I don't eat chicken too much because I usually get it frozen, and the bags that it come in aren't very well sealed or something. It just freezer burns really bad. I always end up wasting about half the bag of chicken. But I'll try getting some fresh stuff next time. Chicken sounds great. Actually, I'm getting tired of the red meat. I like changing it up. Got some ketchup I need to use up. I mentioned cutting this out of my diet, but in small amounts it doesn't seem to give me headaches or anything. So I'm gonna at least use it up on the breakfast burritos here. Don't know what else to put with these breakfast burritos. I don't think cheese and eggs go too well just with eggs by themselves. Maybe some onions, tomatoes. I'll try an experiment later on. But this is how I usually make breakfast burritos. A little ketchup, at least for now. I don't like wasting food, so we'll use that up. Shredded cheese and 4 eggs, 2 for each burrito. Butter for the pan. It's just below the low setting. Like to put a little extra butter in the middle of that pan as well for the scrambled eggs. Just kind of fluffs them up. Okay, so those are about done. Okay, let's even things out a little bit there. Got more egg on that side and that side. Alright, a little salt, a little pepper. It's kind of hard to see the salt, so I like to just shine a light sideways. So don't put too much on or too little. And I like to put these back on the pan to melt the cheese, reheat the eggs, and kind of seal up the burrito flap side. To help things warm up. I usually have a cover, piece of tin foil. Go ahead and turn the burner off at this point. Should be enough heat left to do both sides. Sometimes I'll do it till they're brown, sometimes I'll just do it till they're good and hot, but you can see it kind of makes that flap stick. Go ahead and do that till they're brown. Alright, they didn't get brown, but they are good and hot. Just want to get that cheese melted. And it goes really good with some Tabasco or some sriracha, which has been my favorite lately. Sometimes I try a little of both. Goes really good with some Tabasco or some sriracha, which has been my favorite lately. Okay, we're trying out some of these Angus beef patties. Made in the USA by Miami Beef. Got a really nice look to them. I like the pressed. I like how it looks like they came out of a meat press or something. Yeah, some patties. I know it's better to go buy the hamburger and make them yourself, but I got tired of getting my hands messy. And these are just quicker and easier, and that's much better for me with my busy schedule and busy mind, and it's just easier to just pull these out and throw them on the barbecue. I don't know why pre-made patties would be unhealthier, but I keep hearing that in the comment section anyway. I don't know, do they put like a caking agent within it? Ingredients beef? I don't know why. I don't know why people are telling me in the comments that patty ears are unhealthier. I like that they are ready to go. Oops. That is smelling good. I'm gonna hold off on the seasonings this time, just so I could taste the differences with the new patty and the previous. I like to sit out the cheese ahead of time, get it up to room temperature so it's quicker to melt when it goes on the patties. Got mayonnaise and mustard with a little coleslaw. It's a pretty juicy burger. Finally looked up earlier this year what Angus even is. I thought it was a certain part of a cow, but apparently it is a type of cow. Looking good, smelling good. Patties are a little too small for my liking. After cooked, they shrink up a little bit. Tastes really good though, and familiar. I do remember getting the Angus. Been a while though. Alright, time for some dessert. Some ice cold water. That's good. Alright, I got that refilled. Now let's put this, I like to rotate these. So put this down at the bottom. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, the rain's back. Hopefully not for too long. At least I got the handles put in the doors. Now I can move on to a couple other projects. Today, I am heading into town. I need some food and a couple things. Jimmy still running good? I will also stop by a hardware store or lumber store. Probably just go by Home Depot or Lowe's. We'll see about getting some trim for those souvenir pieces. I'd like to get those started or something. I just don't think I can afford it. I need trim, and I don't think that'll look very good unless I get some stain. And I'd like to get some clear coat for sealing out the back before I sign it and leave a little message. afford that just yet, but we'll take a look. Main goal is food and nuts and bolts. We got a solar install coming up. I need to get that done. I need to install those Bouge RV solar panels. It'll be good to get the mounts on the roof too, so when I go to paint it, the mounts get painted. So as much as I love this bench seat, I would love to replace it and get something smaller. Even like a foot. Like a whole foot. Way too close to these pedals. That's getting irritating. Hurts my knee every time I come down this hill riding the brakes. Yeah, I need like another 6 inches to a foot of space behind me. Look around for a couple seats maybe. A couple bucket seats. Beautiful over there. Alright, got some food. Okay, I just went in and got Walmart's cheapest deadbolt. Since I put in 3 deadbolts, I did not have the extra hardware for one. I just need the straight, or the plate, whatever you call that. So, just paid 11 bucks for the plate, pretty much, and I guess you get some extra pins and hardware and stuff like that. So, that way I could finish what I was doing. Okay, we stopped at the grocery outlet so I can get some eggs that I like. Don't care for Winco's selection. Had a Winnebago pull up on me. A mini Winnie. It doesn't seem so mini, but I guess it's a little smaller than Patches used to be. Pretty nice RV. Alright, 20 bucks in gas. That is all the money I have. So let's head on back. We'll have to put the rest of the stuff off until next payday, unless somebody wants to buy some stickers. Got an update coming on that. Finally got the eBay store set up, so check out the link below in the description if you want to help out the channel, get some stickers. We'll have a little better announcement for that once I get the video made. But yeah, finally set up an eBay store. So that'll be the fourth person to comment on the truck at the gas pump. Some older lady. She's like, I love these older trucks. I keep trying to talk my son into getting one. She says she's like, my thought is that if you get in an accident, you're better off in one of these. Beefier frame, heavier. She's not wrong. I'd rather be in this too if I get in an accident. Versus one of those plastic cars made out of pop cans. So yeah, another compliment for Jimmy. Jimmy. Running good, looking good. Maybe needs a little paint job. Needs a lot of stuff, but I think he'd look real good with a fresh coat of paint. We'll see how long we can hold on to Jimmy for. He's useful right now, and so I'm not trying to sell anymore. Not trying to sell him anymore. If I can hold on to him, I will. Really expensive to drive though, but I'd rather pay high gas mileage than high car payments, or end up in some cheap plastic thing. All the cars these days are just junk. Nothing runs as good as an old Chevy, even if it's been sitting 15 years. Okay, mission semi-accomplished. Main thing is getting food and getting that piece of hardware so I can finish the project I'm currently on. Just a little minor addition, maybe a couple adjustments. I don't want all my locks except the one having their plates. Alright, a couple things of eggs. Got a big bag of no salt peanuts. Makes for an awesome snack. I need to try some walnuts or cashews or something. I always get peanuts. I have a hard time breaking out of my patterns. It's a good snack, but I think it'd be good to change it up a little bit with some walnuts. But I don't have a nutcracker, so so I always end up getting peanuts. I'll change that up one day though. A couple things of potato bread. I'm still getting the potato bread. I don't really care about the sugar. But that loaf got kind of messed up. Somebody pointed that out, but I don't really feel the... That's not good. 3 grams... Alright. 2 grams added sugar. Yeah, I don't think that's too big a deal. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the potato bread. I'll probably switch it up at one point with some wheat bread. Let me tape this hole. I got messed up when I was pulling it out of the truck. Sure wasn't like that when I picked it up. Okay. Yes, 2 things of potato bread. Some tortilla shells. Some carrots, because I do not like the ones that are at grocery outlets. I don't know, it's just because they're organic or what, but they don't taste very good. They taste like carrots, but they're also kind of slimy. They've been sitting in water too long, so that's the last time I get these. I mean, they're not too bad, but not that great. Should also get 2 tortilla shells. Gotta remind myself, those run out kind of fast. 2 loaves of bread and 2 packages of tortilla shells. Gives me what I need to get through the month with all the veggies and egg burritos I make. So I got our normal veggie stuff. Got me some pork, because I love the pork shoulder. And also, finally, for the first time in my life, got coleslaw, mayonnaise. I'm getting, or I bought, chicken. That's not frozen. I usually get chicken breasts in the freezer section, but by the time I'm halfway through cooking up the chicken, the other half of the bag is all freezer burnt, and just not a big fan of the frozen chicken either. It never really tasted that great. So yeah, for the first time in my life, I'm going to try cooking just normal chicken, raw chicken. I don't know why I was so hesitant to do this. If I could get pork, I could get chicken. I just, yeah, it's hard for me to break out of my, you know, when I have an easy meal figured out and it's good enough to eat every day, I just like to eat that every day. Keeps it simple. But I am tired of the red meat, or at least the hamburgers. I'm gonna love that pork, but yeah, it's time to get in some chicken. Hoping I can just, I'm pretty sure I could just fry this up on the barbecue like this stuff, right? I want to season it. It's $5.21, and I don't know why I got thighs. It just looked like a good deal and looked like a lot of meat, so. Yeah, I got some chicken to cook up later. So we'll see how I do with that. Not really sure what to eat it with. You know, with red meat, I can, you know, just eat it plain and salted. Salt and pepper. I don't know if I can do that with chicken. Is chicken good, just plain? I usually have chicken in my veggie burritos. That is very good. Let's find a spot in the fridge. This is kind of a big package. It's another reason I like getting the frozen meats, because it more room for that. And then we got the deadbolts here. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Could probably use that for something else, like maybe a cabinet door, but I just need one thing. Yeah, that feels so junky. I mean, it's not the worst. I don't care for these slotted, this type of rod. Anyway, you know, there's spare pins in there. Might be able to use that for something later. Set that aside, but mainly, I just wanted that. Could have just made one, but I wanted everything matching on my door, and that is actually beefier than the ones that come in the quick set kits. I mean, look how thick that is. It's definitely got some girth compared to the other ones. Yeah, so I got some spare stuff for later. To lock, you know, find something to put that in, lock it up, and make a toolbox. To do that. Holy crap! I saw this little thing on the side of the building, which I've seen before. It looks like a cocoon or something. I thought it was like a beetle larva, cocoon or whatever. But look at this, there's a whole bunch of praying mantises that came out of it. A crap ton of little baby mantises. Praying mantises. Isn't that cool? Let's go put these back outside. I was wondering what these were. I found it. right there. I kept seeing these. I'm like, what kind of bug is in that? And yeah, so that's a praying mantis thing. Kind of a cool surprise. And I'll let them out here in the grass, kind of under this plant. Birds, so the birds don't try and get them. Happy to see they are all alive. A couple of them were laying upside down. I thought they might have attacked each other or something a little bit, but he was just stuck upside down, so I picked him up. It's pretty cool.